Perfect. 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 Perfect.
What's going on, good people? Let me go ahead and erase this here. Bam. GT, what's going on? What is the Nintendo Switch attack? The rumor has it. First of all, listen, I'm gonna get into it in 1 minute, GT. Good evening. Great Monday. Thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with me late on a Monday night. This how it used to be at 9 o'clock, but it has been 9 o'clock for a long time. But it had to be 9 o'clock tonight because I had to work today because I have cases I work, so I had to work my case today because the rest of this week I'm gonna be super duper busy. So I had to make some adjustments. So the adjustments was, either I work today or I don't work at all. So I had to get it in today. But, oh man, so GT, what's going on, good people? My boy 90s is in the building. What's going on, 90s? Geeky in the building. Hey, Geeky, how you doing? How you doing? But to answer this question real quick, let me see if it'll pop up. I don't know listen, hold on. Let's see. I don't know what's going on this. Let me see. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. No, it's unlocked. Ah, man, this is making me mad. Let's see. Let me switch. All right. So, hey, Geeky, not Geeky, but Gorilla said, hey, what is Nintendo Switch Attack? So the rumor is going around that the possible name of the Nintendo's next console is the Nintendo Switch Attach. Not Attack, but Attach. Oh, this is so terrible. If this is true. Oh man, I watched a couple of videos today and I was just like, man, this just can't not be the name they all settled in on. I hope not. If it is, oh man. Good job, Nintendo. Good job. Oh man, totally terrible, man. That's a terrible name. If this is true, that's a terrible name. Oh, yes, right. Listen, so hey, the poll question tonight. Let's see if I can break it. I can get this to come down. All right, the poll question tonight is: what do you think about Nintendo Switch Attach? And these are your choices. It's stupid. It's better than Wii U. I don't care. I just want the system. And last but not least is that I love it. Wonder why. Right, I wonder why attach. I wonder. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Geeky. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can move that down here. If I highlight the comment, put it down here. I don't know, Geeky. Because if it comes out and it is some form of attachment, buddy, I'm gonna need to sell all of my shares of Nintendo immediately. Oh man, that's why. Listen, I'm gonna have all my shares in the sales slot, and the minute they announce that it's an attachment, buddy, it is sale. It is sale immediately. That'll be absolutely diabolical, crazy, and you know what? You go ahead and put that right in the tubes, Oh my goodness, good people. A couple things. Let me do some housekeeping first. Hey, this is your boy Gaming Dad. We do this every Monday night. If you want to enter our free $10 eShop card that we give away every Monday night, feel free. Hit me with a comment. You can say what up to Gaming Dad. No matter if you're here. If you say something to me on Twitter, because we're broadcasting live on Twitter, I won't be able to see it. If you're on Facebook, I'll be able to see it. So you can jump into the giveaway on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Twitch. So we're broadcasting on those four platforms. I just learned about Kick. I guess Kick is a new platform. I haven't figured out how to get on that platform. I have signed up, but I haven't figured out how to get that to be able to broadcast on them too. So I'm going to work on that. So that'll be another platform we'll be streaming on. But this is interesting, man. Let's see if I can do some other housekeeping. Don't forget, your boy is, I do have a membership here on YouTube. If you guys would like to join and help support the channel, I really, really appreciate it. The funds that we get from there, we can be able to hopefully put ourselves in a situation where we're doing and giving out more content, giving out more prizes. I like to give whatever I get. I like to be able to give back, those becoming a member. You know, the membership is 2 tiers. There's one for $199, the other one's for $499. Those things help me be able to continue to give out these eShop cards because, you know, since GameStop is, you know, caught on to my rhythm, you know, now, you know, they won't let me get the digital currency anymore. I have to buy them full price. I was getting them at first. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's $5 every month. I was like, give me that, and then give me that. And then I had accounts for my sons. I'm gonna let theirs run out though. CMG, what's going on? Dave, Dub, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead. Matter of fact, let me switch and put you guys on the board real quick. It's a lot of little news. Not, you know, nothing cares. You know, nothing like, oh my goodness, this is. I'm tripping. What did I just do? Hold on real quick. All right, there we go. Let me get Dave Dub on the building. It's CMG. All right now we currently got 6 people on the stream. Don't forget, good people, just to chime in and say what up to your boy and give yourself an opportunity to win $10 at eShop cards. Tonight, got some games coming out this upcoming month that you probably want to pick up. I think the only Nintendo game I'm picking up this month is the Star Wars. But you know what? I think it's coming out on Steam. So I don't know. Oh, man. Is D1 not in the chat, is he? No, I don't see D1 in the chat. Yeah, D1's been missing. Gotta get him back in. You know what? Listen, you know, I understand, you know, school's coming up. I mean, school's going on, man. Things is happening. All right. Let's see. But yeah, man, Nintendo Switch attached, man. That sounds absolutely horrendous. So I don't know what they plan on doing from that. I don't know. I really don't understand. I really hope that's not it. This is an easy selection. This should be Nintendo Switch 2. Here it is. But if it's something like, you know, it matter of fact, for it to be Nintendo Switch attached, it better be absolutely phenomenal. So let's go to what we currently got right now. If you're on YouTube, you can get it to the to our poll, and our poll tonight is, what do you think about Nintendo Switch attached? And 40% says it's stupid. The other 60% says, I don't care, just want the system. D1, he said D1 is here. Check your eyes. Listen, my bad. You know what? It didn't pop up. It just popped up, D1. I'm swear. I went all the way through. But D1 in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for D1, ladies and gentlemen. He said, check your eyes, partner. My bad. Oh, man. So hold on, man. Let me go back to Gorilla Tactic said Nintendo Switch 2 equal Nintendo Trans. God almighty. Boy. Geeky says, thoughts of Princess Peach game? It was simple but fun. Yeah, I played the demo and it was simple. You know what? Nothing. I was like, oh my goodness. I just gotta play it. I think it's easier. I think it's easier than Kirby. I think Kirby was pretty easy. Even though I didn't finish it. I just lost interest. That's my issue with Kirby. I just lost interest. But I tell you one thing, man. It's hard to put down this Final Fantasy. I keep chipping at it. That story, and it keeps bringing me back. It said, yo, chat is always slow, gaming dad. I asked about the poll. Did you, man? Listen, I'm tall, man. I'm going through it, man. Hold on, what's the H of the poll question? Okay, listen, my bad. It is slow. It's on me. I'm gonna take the L for this one here. Yeah, man. So you know, the rumor has it is that the leaked name for the Nintendo Switch successor is Nintendo Switch Attach, and that's crazy. Yeah, man. Listen, we're gonna talk about that too, man. Listen, RIP to the creator of Dragon Ball Z, man. I just think about I don't want to mispronounce his name because I tear it up. However, my fondest memory of his creation of Dragon Ball Z was in college, man. I used to cut hair in college, man, and every Thursday and Friday night, my apartment was always jam packed with people, and one of the things that we had to watch over there was Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, and X-Men. Those shows came on in succession, and those things we had to watch while we was in my apartment. So we always gave him, showed him some love, man. Dragon Ball Z, man, has been large part of my kids' life, man. For my son, all my sons. I think even my daughter watched it for a little while, and then she grew out of it. But yeah, man, that was sad, man. He was relatively young, man. 68 years old, man. I mean, wow. I tell people, listen, I don't know. I would definitely say, hold on, my wife is sending me something. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. Okay, my wife sent me something I gotta check out a little later. I'll check it out. But yeah, man, it's sad that he passed, man. But 68, man, is not old, even though it's not young either. To me, he had, probably a good, another 20 years inside of him. So, but we don't know the date, nor the time. That's why you gotta, take care of your body as much as you can. But so I'm searching for Dragon Balls to bring. Grid attack to use a butthole. Use a butthole. Listen, man. Let's think about, man, how many games he touched, and how, at his influence on video games, his influence on culture, at anime culture too. So, right, I need to play Chrono Trigger. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I saw the Dragon Ball Xenoverse, how all the players was in there, doing the praise. I thought that was dope. I thought that was dope. It depends. You leave your mark. Try your best to leave your mark here on this earth, so people can remember you. Yeah, so that was the chat about. Currently, right now, it's at 50-50. 50% believes that the name is stupid, and 50% say I don't care, just want the system. Man, I'm with. It's stupid. Dub City, what's going on, man? How you doing this morning, man? Welcome. I know you over there. I believe in Sydney, Australia. Let me get you on the board real quick. Right now, we're currently talking about this crazy rumor about the potential name of the Nintendo Switch successor. And it says Nintendo Switch Attach. That's a little too bad, man. I was like, if that's the name, man, that's absolutely terrible. Let's try to think. What else did we miss this week? I know we covered two titles. Let me see if I can jump over here to this. Okay. I did not know. Let me switch to the screen real quick. Let me switch to let's see if it'll pull up right. Wow. It would just show my old messy room. Let's get out of here. All right, there we go. That's a better view. Steve says Nintendo Switch Attach is a stupid name. It sounds like some Beyblade. D1 says, wait, it's called the Attach? It's called, the rumor has it that it's the Nintendo Switch Attach. Not Attack, but Attach. Even Attack is stupid. D1 said, I just grabbed Samurai Jack on Steam before it's... Hey, D1, how much was Samurai Jack? I might do it. He said, Jesus, Fred Sanford. Oh, man. CMG says, I want the system. Screw everything else. Ah, man, is it? Oh, let me go vote. That poll was was stupid. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That is too funny. Oh man. WB is not only getting rid of a lot of games, but also saw a bunch of their DVDs got disrupt from bad manufacturing. I checked on some of mine. I read it. I linked the video in Discord. Oh man, all right. I'm just Samurai Jack $40. Okay. That's good to know, man. 'Cause you know what? I do have a bunch of WB DVDs that I got stored away. I probably need to go and check. Oh, that'd be. You know what? You know what I need to do? I think prior, Steven, you probably need to do this too. You need to go buy you a DVD ripper and start ripping some of those DVDs and putting them onto a hard drive. So this way you won't lose them. I used to do it. I used to do that quite a bit back in the day, but I kind of slowed down. But I know I got some hard drives of movies somewhere around here that I probably need to look into backing up. Steve M, that's what I asked earlier. This is why piracy is good. I have a bunch of WB movies on external hard drives. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, I do too. I mean, I'm not sharing them with nobody, but I got them. I've bought them legit and I've backed them up. And so when I need to watch them, I can watch them, but WB won't re-release the indies on Steam back to there. Ooh, they're gonna delist them, and I don't know why. Oh man, WB, man. WB's doing some other stupid stuff, man. Listen, hold on, where is this? Where's that story at? I didn't save it from earlier. Oh, you know what? This is not okay. I did save it somewhere up here. Hold on, good people. I want to. All right, save stories. It's got to be in here. Oh, here it is. So I guess we can start off with this story here. It says MultiVersus returns in May with new character modes and more. But you know what? It's not coming to the Switch. Let's see. So after its open beta was temporarily halted last summer, MultiVersus, the platform fighter starring Bugs Bunny, Harley Quinn, and more familiar faces from the WB and DC Comics, is on its way back. The WB and Player First Game have announced that the game will launch in full on May 28th. So that means more than likely this game is going to come on. Might face some improvements. Hold on, before I announce, let me keep reading. Let's see. A new development updated video was released by Player First today, hosted by studio game director and co-founder Tony. Yep, which confirmed the release date. It also revealed concept art from new stages, enhanced visuals, improved performances thanks to a move to Unreal Engine 5. A mention of new personalities, new netcode, and new PvE mode, though the specifics were confirmed. To see, MultiVersus was originally announced. Okay, I won't hear about that. Blah blah blah. The beta remains open for multiple seasons, the multiple new character stages, customization options. Blah 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 blah. MultiVersus returns May 28th for Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC. No Nintendo Switch. It's probably coming out for the next successor. However, the question with this article does not answer is this game going to be free to play still? Or is, you're going to have to pay? And then what about the people who paid that initial? I think you paid like the initial whatever, like Gamers Pass in the beginning, would they just automatically get the game back? See, that's the BS I'm talking about. You know, you would tell me 1 minute, hey, this is cool. The next minute, you be like, you know what? We're going to pull the game from you. D1 gifted, no way. No way. D1 gifted 5 Gaming Dad membership. My brother, man. I mean, I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you. Wayne Brady was gifted a membership by D1. Thank man. Raiden E was gifted a membership by D1. Oh man, that is so dope, man. Candy Cuts It Up was gifted a membership. Give it up for Candy. Just like Candy. Ow. Matter of fact, these people just popped on my stream list. I gotta get them on the board. It's only fair. Candy P. All right, hold on. Let me give everybody down here on this board. Appreciate you for showing the love. 420, huh? Let's see. Hold on, with good people. Let me get everybody on this who just became members. We got Raiden in the building. Wayne Brady in the building. You know, what was that show the Wayne Brady was on? Dang, what was it called? It used to come on ABC when they had to do the improvs. Man, that show was super funny. All right. Gotta get Wayne Brady on the board. All right, good people. Appreciate you for coming through and becoming members. Thank you, D1, man, for showing the love. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Raquel, how you doing? Shout out to them Alpha Angels in the building. Let me get you on the board too, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. All right. Say, who line is that anyway? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. That's Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Steve M says, it's a shame WB won't return the rights of the indie games back to the devs and will just delist them. Right. That's the name of the show. Improv was the name of the show? Okay. That was a great show. I used to love that thing. Wayne Brady was an absolute genius. All right, good people. If you're on YouTube, I know the Janet Jackson saying, come on now. You have to hear it a lot. I know you have to hear that a lot. But the poll question tonight, real talk, if you're on YouTube, is what do you think about this potential Nintendo Switch attach name for their new system? I got 4 categories. 1, it's stupid. The second category, it's better than Wii U. The third category is I don't care, just give me the system. The fourth category is I love it. No one loves it. And no one thinks it's better than Wii U. But 62% believes that it's stupid. And I'm in that crowd. 38% says I don't care, just want the system. You got to care about the name, though. You gotta care because you know that marketing push, boy. Listen, people, they, people that's not gamers, they buy off. You know, you gonna get these grandparents coming to what? How the Nintendo Switch it already attaches. What do you mean? I need it attached? That was gonna be crazy. I would hate to work retail. CMG says just awful. Yeah, it is. If that's the truth, man, it is awful. It's an awful name, man. Steve M says, not game related, but did you see Godzilla won an Oscar? It's about time. I did not watch the Oscars. I was like, you know what? I will eventually find out the blessings from it. But I was like, I'm not nowhere close watching the Oscar. I just figured it out. The year before that, I just happened to turn on and catch Will. I mean, me and my wife, we turned it on just by accident, and we saw Will Smith to go up there and smack him. We caught it like as he was like, "Keep my in your mouth," and pow, and we was like, oh, "Did he just do that for real?" And then we figured out it's probably the whole conspiracy. Gave me that. Are you sure you didn't mean who line is it? Anyway, yes, for what? Yes, that's what I mean. I couldn't figure out the name. Who line is it anyway? That's the name of the show. Yeah, that was a good show, man. D1 said, did you see the floating envelope? Sandals here, John Cena's voice at the Oscar. No, I didn't hear none of that stuff, man. I couldn't tell you any highlights from the Oscars. I was just like, man, listen, I'm going to sleep. Steve M says, I didn't watch the Oscars, but saw the news on Twitter. So maybe I need to check that out too eventually. So why was John Cena naked? That propped up in my browser at work. Oh, man. You know what, man? Listen, they're either going to have you naked on stage in front of America, or they're going to have you in a dress. It's going to be one or the other. Crazy. All right, good people. Listen, right now, currently we got 14 people on the wheel. Let's get back to some of this news right here. So, I think this is a bad decision for them not to have this, a version of this ready to go on the Switch. Especially at a time where, you know what, Smash Brothers is not as popular. The Switch system is winding down. You could gain some traction and some popularity. To not have it on the Switch, I think is a terrible decision. But if it's still free to play, I probably will download this bad boy on my Steam Deck. And I know my son will, because they love all kind of Smash Brothers games. Cat Williams done told everyone how it is. He did, man. He did. You listen, y'all gotta pray for that brother, man. It's people out there in this world is probably not quite happy that he went to spill that tea like that. And everybody else is getting really, they poking their chest out now with confidence too. You better watch out for them, man. Because these people, man, they dirty. And we speaking of, I'm not gonna. I know we're here for the games, but I don't know. Did y'all hear that other story about that lawsuit that's going on by some dude that used to work for Diddy? That dude claiming that Diddy and his son killed somebody, and they covered it up. Listen. Hey man, y'all should check this out, and no one's covering it. That's what killing me. Is like, you would think of a lawsuit. The dude is suing Diddy for like $30 million, but this dude got pictures and everything. He's saying that him, P Diddy and his son was arguing with this dude. They went to a bathroom. It was a scuffle. 2 shots were fired. The dude was on the floor. The police report says that the dude got shot outside, and that's how it was reported. But that dude got shot inside that bathroom. But how does that differ? Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but crazy. Diddy's getting accused for a lot of these things. You know what, man? Listen, Diddy, when you tangle with the devil and you play his game, that devil will come back to bite you, and he don't care who you are. He don't got no loyalty to you. That's why some of these dummies need to understand that. It was a spoof of streakers from the Oscars a few years ago. Okay, so he's trying to reenact that. Boy, I tell you, man. He said, too bad he had big hush money. Yeah, listen, man. Okay, let's say if that's true, man. I don't know how a person can say, you know what, I'm gonna take this person's life and be cool with that. And you can go to bed and sleep every day like nothing happens. Boy, I tell you, whew, them things will come back to haunt you, buddy. Be nice, be kind to people. That's what I always tell you. Be nice, be kind to people. All right, let's get to a different story, man. Once again, before I wrap this story up here, WB, you know what? This has got to come to the next system of Switch, that Unreal Engine 5. But there's no way. I think they would have made enough money back if they would have had a version of this game ready for ready for the current Switch, they would have got a lot of traction. It's 140 million Switches out there. Why wouldn't you? You can have a free to play game. Why wouldn't you tap into that? This dumb moves. It's like, you know what? We go back and we're gonna look back and say, hey, WB, another dumb company who really don't understand the market. Just like EA, they make dumb moves. Why not have Madden on the Switch when it's 140 million of them? If it's 140 million, you know you're gonna have at least 20 million that's hardcore sports fans. This dumb moves, man. He said, yeah. They said Diddy was a a butt burger just so he had power over people and blackmailed them. Yeah, man, listen. A butt burglar. Yeah, I heard he was a doo-doo chaser. Man, listen. To each his own. Whatever floats your boat and makes you feel like you a man, but there's no way, man. I'm so glad I have a beautiful wife. I enjoy breaking beautiful children with my wife. And a man never excited me. That's crazy. Something got to be wrong with you. Something wired got to be wrong with you to have this itchy beard on you. But okay, all right. Let me move on. Whew. Jesus. All right. Couple quick news. The Game Pass gets surprise announcement of NBA 2K24. So if you have Game Pass, it is coming. NBA 2K24 is coming to Game Pass on March 11th, which is that tomorrow? No, that's today. So if you got Game Pass, you can go ahead and get you some NBA 2K24 love today for free, for the free, as long as your subscription to Game Pass is up and paid today. But you know what? They keep raising the price, man. I just looked at my, I got to connect it to my PayPal. And I'm looking at man, $18. I said, man, they don't stop getting me, man. And the minute it's gonna get too high, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll just buy the game. He called him the burglar. God almighty. Like Hamburglar. He called Diddy the booty burglar. D1 said, did you see the PS5 Pro? You know what? I saw some kind of mock-up, but I didn't read the story. Let me see if I can. PS5 Pro. Let's see what comes up. Might not be nothing. Oh, here you go. I saw a mock-up. It was a crazy looking mock-up. Yeah, we talked a little bit about the PS4 Pro last week, and I do not believe we need it. I know if they bring it out, people are going to buy it, but I think it will be a waste of money. I won't be in a rush to pick up one. Kenny from the A, what's going on, my guy? You know what? I said what up to you the other day in Obi-Wan's chat. I don't know if you caught it. Let's give it up for Kenny from the A, man. Long time no see. My brother, Kenny from the A. Got you on the board. GT says 3 games I bought on Xbox are coming or are on Game Pass. Words cannot express the cries of my wallet. You know what? What is the game I'm thinking about picking up? Ghost of Tsushima is coming to PC. That's, if you saw the title today, that's I'm so happy that's coming to PC. I just hope it plays well. I hope it plays well on my deck. That's what I'm hoping. Because that is one game for sure I was like, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to pick that up probably day one. Kenny says, how y'all doing in the Chizette? Said the mock-up I saw was square. Let me see if I can find that mock-up, man. Let me see. Let's go Google. PS5 Pro. Let's just try that. Okay, that's from February 24th. No, I saw one earlier. It was. Nope, that's not it either. No, this is old. Let's see. Nope, I don't. I seen it. It came across Twitter. Let's see. Maybe that's it. Let me go to Twitter. PS5 Pro. Let's do that. I think this might be it here. Prepare for disappointment. That says geeky. I was just feeling a little generous. So D1, you bought everyone a membership, but not one for yourself. Said Tashima. Hold on. Is Ronin coming to PC? There's still no. I need if Ronin is coming to the PC, that'll be. I pre-ordered it for the PS5. I might have reconsider that bad boy. GT says Horizon and Ghost coming to PC. Sony might not have any exclusives coming to PS5 in 2024, but we will eat good here on PC when it comes to PlayStation exclusively in 2024. Okay, listen, you know what? Speaking of that, you know what? The poll question tonight was going to be is PlayStation diminishing their value of their brand by having so many PC ports of their exclusives. I know they're trying to make their money back, but man, you know what? I mean, people buy their hardware for their games. But if I'm a PC player, I'm like, man, I'm not buying no PS5. Cause I know eventually them good ones, the ones I want to play, it's gonna trickle their way right on here to PC. I think all they're doing is strengthening the PC market, especially when you got stuff like the Steam Deck and the Rogue Ally and all these different PC handhelds that continue to grow day by day. You're just strengthening that market. Because I'm looking at it like, man, if it runs good on the Steam Deck, it's gonna get picked up. Now, you know, listen, I'm one of a few that double dip, but you know, it's not that many that's gonna double dip. And then on top of that, Final Fantasy 16, I just heard today is coming to PC. Woo-wee. Tashima is going to PC. Bet. Steam Deck gang. you listen. You better believe it. Listen. CMG says I can't wait to play that game on my Legion Go. Yeah. Woo-wee. Listen. You know what? CMG, I got a question for you. How is the load times for you on your Legion Go? I need if you can hit me up in the chat. I probably need to hit you up on Facebook so we can chit chat more about that. Because man, I'm telling you, listen, that's the reason why I'm looking at it right now. It gets no play. I'm having time to. When it load up, it plays just fine. Just getting that and those initial games started. It's like maybe a snail's crawl. GT says, as a PC gamer, I ain't buying no stinking PS6 if Sony keeps this trend up. Xbox, however, there is always a reason to buy one of those for me. Dave Dub says, if Ghost of Tsushima comes to PC, no, it's no if, it is. It's coming. It's official. I might get it day one. I got it on PS4 and only got it though the first major section of the game, but it was pretty cool game. It was pretty challenging. Oh yeah, this right? Like this is a day one pickup for me. And I don't like to pick up games on PC on day one because of the fact that I know if I wait, I'll get it for half price somewhere down the road. Dave, I got you on the board. I got to check that in a minute. So I also love how beautiful the scenery and the photo modes was nice. So I love games with good photo mode. Like The Last of Us 2. I honestly sometimes spend more time in photo mode than the game. CMG said load times are decent. It could be better. All right. I appreciate your assessment. Exclusives are the real value of a console. Exclusives are the only real value a console has. Thus, their console will have no value anymore. Listen. That's my issue. I just think, you know what? Once again, Sony is dipping their foot in the short game and not looking at the long game. While Nintendo was like, listen, buddy, this is what we do, son. We're going to keep this bad boy, we're going to keep this party moving and grooving. And when we drop our new system, you know what? It's not, none of these games is going to PC. But some of them PC games is coming over to us. Whew. Yeah. Some of the decisions Sony has made has put them in a really, really bad predicament. Kenny says Legion is my next system I'm buying. So many games to play on that gorgeous screen. Yeah, that screen on the Legion Go is nice. And to be honest, even though the system is like ginormous, but when I take it places, when I used to take it places, you know what? If I take it to my job, I set up on my screen. It's a great screen to consume content. It's a great screen to get your play on and have like, I will put that and play Madden on it, even though Madden still play like garbage on PC. But you know, it was a great experience. I hope this NCAA football plays very well on PC. Please, EA, make that happen. So yeah, but I bet you right, DT. All right, again says Kitty from the A says I don't care for exclusives unless it's Nintendo. PlayStation and Xbox games always end up on PC. I always say all you need is a Switch and a PC. Whew. Man, you know what? There's an article that we're going to cover for a minute. It talks about, you know what? If Halo, you know what? If Halo would eventually make its way over to PlayStation, you know what? I believe, like, if you look at it long term, what hurts Xbox is that they don't have any banger exclusives. So you know what, their games is okay. Matter of fact, did we talk about Xbox's showcase? Because they didn't have a whole lot of I had a list of the games, but they didn't have a whole lot of games. I was like, oh man, but they had a few. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play these games. Where is that list? I must have left it at school. But I think I might have a hold on, let me see if I can get back to the get back. Hold on, no, here it is here. See if these. Hold on, I'm trying to find this article that kind of breaks down. I can't find it. It's gonna pop up. I'm probably not looking at it quite like I should. All right. Well, as we keep going through, I'll go through some more stories. We'll eventually find out. Said facts. Xbox has nothing really. Nah, you know what? I'll always say, they made some definitely poor choices. They should have definitely jumped on. They should have definitely looked back from afar and say, what is Nintendo doing? You know what? All of Nintendo's games, especially that first year of the Switch, all those games appeal to such a wide audience. You had kid, the very small kids to parents. They all can buy into Nintendo's games, and even as we as adults, we bought into Nintendo's games because of the fact that they were Nintendo games, and so they didn't have like a whole lot of stuff that kind of scared parents away. So all these parents was buying in. But I'm gonna take this story right here. Persona is rumored to be the next Fortnite collaboration. GT. If Persona comes to Fortnite, are you jumping back on the Fortnite bandwagon? Please respond in the chat. Kitty from the A says Game Pass is dope, though I will admit. Game Pass have been very efficient. My only issue is that when some games that have licenses come to the end of their license, and then you just SOL. Gorilla Tactic says, Forza Horizon is always my love when it comes to Xbox. Yeah, I'm not a big racing guy unless it's Mario Kart, but I don't know. Nintendo has always been the cheapest console too. Yeah, these are facts. You know what? But see, this is my thing with Xbox, and what they should have did from day one. From day one, they should have said, you know what? Let's make sure that we have a game that catered to kids. That they didn't cover all their genres at launch. At least at a minimum, they should have had Halo fully fleshed out, ready to go at launch. I think that right there, they don't understand how that doomed them. Like, did anybody do a case study on did any of these other companies do a case study on the Wii U? And how terrible that was to not have a banger game at launch, that you just couldn't just launch a system without the right quality of games. Did anybody look at the 3DS and see how, if you don't launch this game with a quality, top-notch exclusive to make people buy your system, that you're doomed to fail? But Xbox just goes and does it. At least, PlayStation, I don't know. Spider-Man wasn't at launch, was it? I can't remember. But they still made you want to get a PS5 at launch. And the scarcity of COVID made it even more attractive. GT says, never been on the Fortnite bandwagon, but I could be tempted to. D1 said, it's crazy how I feel Spencer wants gamers everywhere, but won't put Game Pass on Steam. You know what, man? I believe that he views Steam as a direct competitor and to Microsoft. I think maybe it's a Microsoft thing that it's not happening. Let me go ahead and get back to the wheel. What's going on, Supersonic Mockingjay? Let me get you on the board. Quick, people, listen, as you see me type these names in, if your name is not on the board, please let me know. I got D1 on the board. CMG is on the board. Kenny from the A is on the board. GT on the board. GT is not on the board. He is now. Good people, you can also, just like GT, just like Geeky, just like the 5 new members that jumped on tonight, courtesy of D1, you can become a member. And for just $1.99, that's all you got to pay. Even though I got 2 tiers, but for $1.99, you can become a sponsor on the channel. And And you're definitely, that sponsorship would definitely help us, put us in a situation where we can continue to give out Nintendo eShop cards every Monday night. And do some other things, and maybe even give out even more prizes. I believe next week we're going to switch it up just a tad bit, and we're going to give out a $20 Steam card next week. That's right. Next week, we're going to switch it up from Nintendo. We're going to put it on Steam. It's a $20 Steam card giveaway next week. So, by these memberships, those memberships put us in those positions where we can make those kind of decisions, and we want to do even more. So, definitely thank you for the support. Thank you, D1, for the support tonight. And let's keep it going. You know what? We can do bigger and better things this upcoming year. All right. Let's see. Boom. Suicide J says hello. All right. GT says no matter what Xbox does, they can't win. If you look at the North America and Europe sales, they aren't that far behind PlayStation. The issue is they don't sell across Asia and the Middle East. These are facts. That's why they're trying their best to dip their toe in that market. But I think, like, you know what? But see, they don't have a whole lot, but they have, like, if they would have launched that system with a Banjo-Kazooie, and that Banjo-Kazooie was a banger. Oh, they would have a bigger foothold in that Japan market. It's like, you know what? You got these people who are making all this money. You trying to tell me you have not studied the culture and studied the games they play over there? So I think it's more Valve won't let Game Pass on their platform. Why would you put a game launcher on a game launcher? They're slowly improving the Xbox app, though. Okay, you listen to that. You know what? I tip my hat to you. That do make a lot more sense. So yeah, I probably agree with that. Yeah, that's a smarter way of thinking about it. Why would you put a game launcher on the game? You're right. D1 said, I'm pretty sure Asia is always going to ride with Sony. Yes and no. If the games, see, the issue is, like, you know, you gotta look at it like they don't play Halo over there. I mean, they do, but they don't really. I think if the system has the games, they'll play it. But you know what? To me, if I'm Xbox, you had to look over and watch how Nintendo just dominated the West to a point where Sony had to get about that bad boy. You had to watch that and say, what did they do? They had a system that you can transfer to go from home to the console, and they had the RPGs to match it. You gotta cater to that branch, man. You listen. You gotta shift directions. Okay, Sonic Knuckles tells you your second one. Let me get you on the. Let me do it now because I'll forget. Sonic Knuckles. Oh, there we go. All right. 18 people on the wheels still, ladies and gentlemen. 18 people on the wheels. That's right. Put that champ on the wheel. I'm going on twice later, and this chat won't do nothing. That's so funny, man. D1 says, and as soon as GT get on, you're out of there. Loser, go back to back. Yeah, you are the king of the back-to-backs, man. So I was so tired today and dozed off. Hence, being late, but almost too late. Shut your mouth. We're talking about the champ. Oh, man. Shut your mouth when talking about the champ, D1. Oh, man, y'all too funny, man. Too funny. All right, good people. Listen, let's go ahead and jump to another story. The 5 Xbox handheld features that would make rumored console an instant buy. I hope they got them listed. Okay. Number one, it says don't stick to the cloud. I agree. This system, cause okay, there is a rumor that Xbox is working on their own handheld device, which is super good. I'm super happy. You know what? If they market this right and they launch it right, it's going to be an instant success. So this article attacks like, hey, what is they had? If it had these 5 features, it's an instant buy day one. And let me know if you agree or you disagree. They can't stick to the cloud. The cloud could be a part of it, but they got to have an ability to be able to download those games natively to the system so people can take it on the go. If it does that, oh man, I tell you, this would definitely make it an instant buy. All right, for me, is it? Okay, so it's pretty clear. Looking at least the last 5 years of decision making, the Xbox feel the future of gaming lies in the cloud. It's brought cloud streaming to Game Pass Ultimate and really emphasized how important it is to this strategy. However, there are very much 2 categories of gaming handhelds out there already. Those with oh man, I hit the button. My bad, good people. I'm just gonna skip that. There. You can absolutely do a cloud streaming handheld well, but what I really want is an onboard processing that makes for no pixelation and no streaming artifacts, and the ability to play offline and truly remotely. Come on, don't let me down, Microsoft. Don't let me down. Hammer Town. Don't let me down. Hammer Town. Boy, listen, Eddie Murphy. I don't care what everybody say. Eddie Murphy, boy, on Saturday Night Live was some of the funniest ever. Y'all go back and look at his greatest hits. Boy. When he was singing Hammer Town, feel a little hammy myself. All right. Number 2. Stretch to an OLED. An OLED out the box would definitely be very, very compatible. I'm definitely on board with that. Oh, we got a newcomer in the chat. What's going on? Jason Marie. No, not Jason. I'm gonna tear it up. Hey, welcome to the stream. Listen, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card about you chiming into the stream tonight. Hey, you are now entered on the board. Let me get you on here real quick. Uh-oh. Ooh. All right, got you on the board. And at the end of the night, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a process of elimination until we get the very last one. And so by you chiming in tonight, you just entered to win a $10 eShop card. We do it every Monday night. Hope to see you back. Now, let's get back to right now. The current story is the top 5 Xbox handheld features that would make the rumored console an instant buy. So first one was don't stick to the cloud. I agree. It got to be native. It got to be a Switch-like device. An OLED screen, just make it better. You know what? I look at the Steam Deck, and I look at how the newer Steam Deck with the OLED makes the experience just that much better. I'm all in favor of that. So I won't read that, but that's a gimme. Give us more buttons. I don't even know you need more buttons, man. Just give me these buttons. Make my controllers the same. Make them feel just like an Xbox controller. Give me this same D-pad because I typically like this D-pad. Geeky's on the board again. All right, I got you, Geeky. Give me a hot second. But yeah, just give me those control buttons, and I'm good. I mean, I think that's, you know what, you're batting 1,000 right now. To me, without even looking at the next 2, because this is the top 5, one of those next 2 got to be decent battery life. It's got to be, to me, it can't just be 2 hours. To me, at a minimum, to make this thing sell like hotcakes, it's got to be at least a 3-hour battery life of your toughest game. It's got to be entry-level Switch battery life. A 3-hour minimum is great. If I can get more than 3 hours, that's even better. So Xbox, if you're watching this, how you transform and make this into a phenomenal handheld, you give it phenomenal battery. And you make that bad boy, you make it the ability to be able to download your Game Pass games natively to the system. And then you got to win. You got to win from just them two things, but we're going to keep going. Number 4, don't break our banks. Okay, this one right here is, okay, yes, if you want it to be successful, you're not trying to kill everybody by selling us a $900 system. However, if you can make that bad boy have a phenomenal battery, you make it where my Game Pass games can be downloaded natively to the system. You give us an OLED screen, and you give it the same button placement. I think with just those 4, I'll be willing to pay $500-$600. Listen, I think that's, you know what? I'll pay 6. If you can guarantee me 3 hours of battery life, I'll pay 7. Because that, to me, that you get that, and then you get Game Pass. Oh, it's a win. The hard drive got to be big, and you know what? On top of that, you know how they have the expandable hard drive. It has to have expandable hard drive space. I got to be able to put another hard drive in there to give me like some form of 3 terabytes. So this is an easy one. Right? We ain't trying to pay out the wazoo, but however, if you give us what we asked for, I think it's a win. Number 5, he said, actually adapt the games. Okay, this is an interesting one. Let's read what he has to say about adapting the games. He says, Xbox has its every screen is an Xbox screen mission now, but it can't fall into the pitfall of treating every screen identically and therefore making no tweaks to games for different setups. He said, Pentiment is a masterpiece, for example, but I don't want to squint to read its medieval fonts on a 7-inch display. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. That's something to think about. And you know, the Switch runs into these problems too when they adapt games and you go back, you're like, well, you know, I remember when I first started my channel, in certain games like Fire Emblem, people asked me to play on the Switch Lite, and one of the questions I kept getting over and over again is, how's the readability? Can you really read it? And that was one of the things, like, you know, you would look at it and say, you know what, do I have to squint to get to this, to be able to enjoy this game? And so that's one of the reasons why I started playing one of those games on my Switch Lite. It gives people an opportunity to say, you know what, do I really, really want to be squinting like this? You know, people ask for that kind of opinion. So looking at those top 5, I think the one I would add if it was the top 6 was like, give me a 3-hour battery life. I think all of these sections have merit. Don't stick, you know, I think these all have great, you know, the button, you know, you want good buttons, but you know what, we dealt through the Switch and was okay. As long as we don't have some form of stick drift, then we all right. But everything else is like, you know, he make a good point with number 5 about adapting the, you know, actually taking them games and figuring out a way to make those games fit on that small screen and be enjoyable. So I agree with that. This and a phenomenal battery, buddy. You got your winner day one. Day one. D1 says, damn, who remembers Captain Caveman and Son? Classics, buddy. Saturday morning ABC classics. Hold on, Geeky, let me get you on the board while I'm thinking about it. While I'm looking dead at you. Geeky is on here twice as nice. I'm going to put a Geeky. Check. Twitch. Anybody else? Did I forget anybody else? Son of Knuckle Tails. All right. All right, we're good. We up to 20 people on the wheel tonight. 20 people. Don't forget to get your opportunity, get yourself a chance to win tonight. It says Geeky says, hold on, let me go back to D1 says first is anything handheld is going to be better than the Xbox cylinder. Right. Once again, man, they just make decisions. Like, I don't know who is green lighting these decisions and saying, you know what, the market needs another system, when you know what, your other system just fine. Just, you know what, you want to incite the market, give them a price drop. That new system only makes sense if it's a cheaper advantage to get in it. So I think what the Xbox Series X is like $500. If this cylinder comes out and it's $400, then it's like, oh, okay, maybe, you know what? But you really got to prove to me that extra $100 is worth it compared to, say, their now 1 terabyte Xbox Series S that's all black. You know, make it make sense. GT says, don't let me down like Geeky does when she talks about her Woo, farming sims game runs away. Geeky, don't take it. Geeky says, hey from Twitch. D1 says, still calling that woman Neanderthal. Oh man. Sonic Knuckle says joysticks over D-pads, no drift, even Tetris joysticks. I gotta put this up here again. Damn, who remember Captain Caveman and Son? That was my show. Captain Caveman, the Barbarians. Boy, I tell you. Geeky says twice as nice, and GT is a hater. Oh man, you know what? Listen, let's jump into the poll real quick before we move to another story. And the current question of the night, if you're on YouTube, you can vote. What do you think about Nintendo Switch attach? 50% of y'all say it's stupid. The other 50% says, I don't care. Just want the system. Oh man, 0% for I love it, and 0% says that it's better than Wii U. God almighty. A Nintendo Switch attaches is worse than Wii U? Yeah, it is. God almighty. GT says, I want the smoke like I'm locked in a room with bastard. With Bazard playing VR. You know what? I bet money. I haven't watched Bazard be playing VR and smoking at the same time. Shout out to Bazard, man. That's my guy, man. That is my guy. But that's funny. All right, big people. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story. Oh man, that's funny. You know what? This was a good game. You know what, Geeky? If you can find this game on sale, I think this will come right your alley. I think it's Sakuna Rice and Ruin is getting an anime series this year. First of all, I'm super hyped for this because the game is. I even bought the collection edition of this game and bought it on digital. So you know it has a farming aspect to it, but it has a combat aspect to it too. Super good. I think this is gonna be super dope. I'm all in favor of this. I just wonder if the anime style is gonna be exactly like what I'm seeing right here, or it's gonna be something different. So I definitely in favor of this coming to pass. But I just wonder, you know what I mean? If they do something like this here, they gotta. I would definitely make another game in the series because the game. I don't know how good it sold. D1 says, but what can you actually attach to it? That's the key. Yeah, okay. Sakuna has battling in it, so not my style. But it has the farming aspect to it too. It's like a combination. It said farming seal. Yeah, he caught you a hater. Oh man. So that's for me, like, I like the series. It's good. I'm with that. You know what? I thought this was interesting. I thought this was going to tank just like anything else, but Sea of Thieves pre-orders on PlayStation are beating out Elden Ring DLC. I don't know how huge that is because I don't know how well Elden Ring sold on PlayStation 5. We know it sold well. I think it sold probably better on PC than anything else. But I wonder, you know what? Is this a huge achievement? You know what? What's the bar? Maybe the article explains. It says Sea of Thieves is heading to PS5 on April the 30th. For those of you who are Sea of Thieves fans who did not pick up who didn't pick up it on Xbox for free if you got Game Pass, can now pay for it on PlayStation. Let's see. The premium edition of Sea of Thieves is one of the best selling pre-orders currently, beating other games like the upcoming Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree expansion. Erdtree. The game standard edition is also high on the list and is 7th most pre-ordered game at the time of writing. Interesting. Sea of Thieves was the best-selling pre-order on the PlayStation Store according to Benji Sales before MLB The Show uprised its position. Okay, so Dragon's Dogma. Ooh, games are $79.99. Boy, it hurts my eyeballs to look at it. But that Star Wars Battlefield collection, buddy. Oh man, I gotta pick my poison. Two things I gotta figure out. One is Star Wars. Is it like cross platform? Is the online cross platform? I hope it is. Cause that means it'll be a ton of people playing. I think, you know what? Listen, it's gonna shock some people how many people played at Battlefield. Rise of the Ronin, boy. Listen, I don't care. I'm excited for Rise of the Ronin. My wife gave me some directions. She said, "Don't be all night, baby." Woo! I won't, baby. I'm gonna cut it short. Get you a wife, ladies and gentlemen. Get you a wife, but get you a good one. I was talking to my son the other day. I said, "Listen, you better start developing your criteria about what kind of wife you want, so you just won't just pick anything who say you look cute." So I asked him, I said, "Hey, so what's going to be one of your criteria?" Oh, he said, "Oh, daddy, they gotta be able to cook." I said, "Absolutely, son. That was one of my criteria. If she couldn't cook, I mean, she didn't stick around." Wait till you see the Canadian price. God, $90. Ow. This $90 make you want to fight for a game? It's like, man, listen, I'll wait for the sales. I see why you on PC. It's like, shoot, man, that save me a couple bucks. D1 says, wait, is Nintendo just going to attach a VR headset, aka Virtual Boy? Oh man, if they did that, buddy, that would be terrible. If that is okay, listen, don't give me this. I hope, listen, D1, I really, really hope not. I hope that they do have some form of VR attachment. I just hope that just can't be it. Okay, you know what though? Hold on, let's stop for a minute. I know we on this story here, but let's think about this for a minute. What if that rumored name was just that particular part of the system? Like what if Nintendo is going to have a Nintendo Switch 2 And then they're also going to have what they call a Nintendo Switch attach. And that attachment is the glasses. Oh, man. Maybe this whole time, the other YouTubers are looking at it wrong. Maybe it's just the attachment, the name of the VR headset, and not the system. Maybe there's a true VR system coming. And it's called the Nintendo Switch Attach. Because you have to attach it to your system to be able to play through the... See? People looking at it wrong. Now, if it comes out that your boy is right, you know, just show me some love. Because I know for sure, I've watched plenty of channels today. No one's thought about it in that light. Shout out to D1 for asking the right questions to spark the thought. And maybe D1 had this thought all along. So you know what? I might not be the first. I might be the second. D1 might have had this plan all the time. So I'm gonna get a love to D1. My boy D1 set it off. It happened on the stream, and this is what we do. We come to a collective mindset, and together we figure things out. Shout out to D1, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him the hand clap. Now you can think I hit the hand clap button, and then they come on late. Ain't that about a blip? No one cuts that button off. I don't touch that button, but it touches up. Once again, let's give him the hand clap. So I think that could be it. To me, that sounds more logical. For them to call a system the Nintendo Switch Attach when it can very well be a headset. I'm going with that. I can't go with a system be called Attach. I don't think Nintendo's that stupid. I think they believe and they understand that, you know what? This didn't work 2 generations ago. It's not going to work this year. D1 in the building. What's going on, my brother Quag 311 in the building? Let me go ahead and do anybody know if that Star Wars is backwards compatible? I mean, or is it crossplay? I need to know that. I need to know if it's crossplay. Okay, if it's crossplay, then that means I don't know if I get it on the Switch. I don't know, man. 21 people on the wheel tonight. GT says criteria: can suck a golf ball through a water hose. Man, I cannot respond to that. Boy. Requirement. Grace says, I can cook. She got to look nice and get along with my family first. Okay, all right, listen. Yeah, you know what? That would be a requirement because I think in this house, if they didn't get along, we would just like crack jokes on her and then she would be embarrassed and she would never come over. But man, my wife had to cook. That was a mission. I was like, listen, hey, my mama could cook. My grandma could cook. My wife better cook. I ain't saying that's the only thing she got to do, but cooking was high on my list. Quay says, been married 15 years. Advice, always been the one to say sorry first. That dissolves most arguments. Man, I tried that. You know what? At first, man, listen, my wife is a lovely woman, but boy, she got a smart mouth sometimes. I'm like, and so I'm quick. Listen, I try my best not to argue. I'm like, okay. And then I start doing stuff like get myself in incredible shape, making sure I smell good every day when I go to work. And then she be like, what you trying to say? Who you smell good for? I'm like, I smell good for myself. And then this problem usually solve itself. But you're right, though. Listen, you can say sorry first. I think that's a good motto to have. He says, I've been asking about the return of the Virtual Boy since the Switch 2 announced and rumors. That would, listen, That's what they should name it. They should name it like the Switch 2 and the Virtual Boy 2. That would be dope. It would get a lot of press. It would get a lot of press. Isn't the whole Star Wars series already on Steam? Yeah, but this Battlefront Collection classic game is just not coming out. It's coming out on everything, I know for sure. I just need to know, like, when that bad boy drop, I need to know if it's, cross compatible, because I need to have that in my life. GT says, say sorry first. That's the type of thing Will Smith does. Say sorry. You know what? I always ask myself this question. How important is it? That's my advice. I always ask myself that question. Like, if I need to make this argument, what's the long-term implications? Is it something that I have to, because sometimes, man, you got to put your foot down. Some things is like too crucial to say, no, I got to say, no, like this got to get handled and handled the right way. But if I feel like it ain't a big deal, I'm like, man, yeah, I'll say sorry in a heartbeat, because I don't have to deal with it. Like, I listen, hey, I'm sorry, let's just move on, move to the next thing. Because sometimes, you know what, you've been in an argument so long, you'll waste so much time. I think as you get older, I tend to value my time. So that's why I ask that question, like, do I really need to, like, what am I going to get out of this argument? And then if I can't figure out a legit reason to be in a positive situation for me, I'm like, okay, I'm not arguing about this. So I can go home and move on to the next. Oh, I thought that was Canadians too. Woo! That's funny. See, that's funny. I hate saying Quake does this, but the whole sorry first thing gives off my wife's boyfriend vibes. Oh man, listen, you know what though? When you want, listen, I would say this here. When you want, one thing I value as a man is I value peace in my house. So, saying sorry is always a tool in my toolbox. Do I use it all the time? No, because sometimes, man, some things need to be solved than to say I'm sorry. You know what? But it's a very good tool to have in the toolbox. And I know for sure, Quake, you're not saying that, hey, you just gotta say sorry all the time. But you're just saying in general, it's probably helpful to say I'm sorry than continue to beat a dead horse. Because sometimes arguments can last and be days. Like, who wants that? That turmoil, that leads to a lot of stress, unnecessary. When you can solve it and move on, it's okay to not always win every battle. But some battles, need to be like, hey, I can't give you an example, but I know it's been times where like, nope, I'm not letting this go. No, this got to get solved. And you know what? And I made sure that my point got solved. And I was willing to take that hit on, saying maybe some, lack of attention or some things to not be settled for her to go back sometimes and think about, okay, maybe she was wrong in that situation. Because, women don't process things like men do, and vice versa. We don't process things like they do. And I've learned with my own wife, that sometimes she needs some time to kind of figure those things out. And then when she figures it out, she'll come back, and then we all good. But sometimes, you need to, I'm a firm believer, you need to take that stand. That's my wife's boyfriend vibes. Tell her I'm sorry, you're wrong. Almost sorry you feel that way. See, that's my response. Yeah, I say it all the time. Like, I'm sorry you feel that way. However, see, that's my statement. Then it's always that comma. However, this is how it is. Yeah, but yeah, I think once you can, it's important to me to marry an intelligent woman, a woman that can at least. When I say intelligent, that woman got to be able to have seductive, not seductive, but inductive reasoning. They got to have that ability to be able to decipher that information and then regurgitate an intelligent response. and not that it's a hateful response. But D1 said a good one. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I told my wife right now, if my wife made a decision to say, you know what, and she came home and I caught her smoking, oh man, listen, we're divorcing. I said, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not even going to consume that. I'm not even going to. No, you go outside. No, I'm not dealing with none of that. That's one of them things. I have a couple of things that would end my marriage right now. If my wife ever put her hands on me, it would end my marriage immediately. Boop, boop. Nope. Peace. We good. Cause I don't do that. Cause you know what? I'm not gonna put my hands on you. You damn sure not gonna put your hands on me. And if she did that right now, say this on stream right in the camera, it will be over. That's the quickest way. If she wanted a divorce, that's the quick way you get it. Boop. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even give you a divorce. I just leave. And you know what? We're gonna be married, and I'm gonna keep you married to me too. If you gonna put your hands on me, because to me, at that standpoint, if a woman puts her hands on you, she don't love you, she don't respect you. And the minute you do that, buddy, then you know what? Okay, I gotta be done with you. Ain't no coming back from that. Of course, cheating. You know that's one thing. You know, of course, ain't no coming back from that. When your wife cheats on you, she lets another man dominate her in that way. Nope. We're done. Let's see what is another one. Smoking, yeah, it's another one. Hey, I value my life. You know, I've seen so much. I've seen how it affects other people. If you're not smart enough to understand that on this package they sell you, they say this may cause cancer, and you still use it, you're not as smart as I thought you was. And so, you know what, I got to say deuces to you. You got to go. But everything else I can work through. Those are my top 3. D1 says, she gotta have good communication. Absolutely. Expressive gets nasty. Don't be a Debbie Downer, man. Ooh. Or negative Nancy. And no smoking. That's right. Listen. Oh man, I didn't even think about the Debbie Downers. Oh man, listen, a Debbie Downer just disrupts my spirit. I instantly walk away. I don't like, even when I talk to people, and if I get somebody who's like super duper negative, like man, I just my body just naturally navigates from them. I'm such a positive dude. I'm such a like, hey, you know what? Even when things get rough, like man, there's always a positive outlook in it. I'm always a person that, man, can you see God in the destruction? Like, yeah, 9/11 happened, but can you see where was God in that destruction? You know, what was God saying to everyone else? What was the message being communicated? You know, a lot of people can't see that. They just see the hurt. You know, you got to look past some things. Negative Nancy, boy, you ain't lying. I can't do no negative Nancy's. All right, let me get to another story. Quay said, I agree. Debbie Downers can be very selfish. Yes. Ooh, they can. So selfish and I don't want none of that. Let's see. Hold on. This, I didn't even know this was a thing. It says every game shown off during the woman-led games showcase. I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm assuming this came out on March 9th. I'm just gonna quickly go through some of these games. Criteria: no X and Y chromosome. Absolutely. I'm sorry. Ain't no bending on that. No, I don't care how cute or fine or well put together you are. If you are a boy and born a boy, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a realist. I'm honest. I'd rather be honest with you up front. But you try to get around and not tell me, and I find out later in life, buddy, listen, that's how you end up on First 48. We don't know what happened in the streets of Detroit. A woman was murdered. So we thought. Yes, GT, that too. That's number 1. All right, so I'm trying to think where some of these. Okay, I'm gonna try to go through some of these games real quick. I don't know what this game is, but Reigns Beyond was one of them. This game looks interesting, but once again, I'm not seeing it in motion. So the game is this game right here is what this is whatever it is. It comes out on the Switch and PC in 2024. Just don't know. It says right now it has a free demo on Steam. I might have to check this out. That's one thing, man. I like the free demo. You know, I have a lot of free demos on Steam. I don't know what this monstrosity is. It's some woman, cat, female fighter. And was it Christilla? Maybe it's Christilla. It's a Souls-like that incorporates mechanics and features that look eerie similar to Dark Souls and Shadows Die Twice. Is he got a demo? It said looking to try the game out early. It's set to launch in Steam Early Access in Q4 this year. Merchants of Rosewall. Okay, it says in case you missed out earlier coverage of Merchants of Rosewall announcement trailer, the same trailer appeared again during woman-led game showcase. The game is scheduled to launch for PC in Q3 of 2024. Okay. Sunnyside. I don't know what this is. It says Sunnyside looks incredible. It's a farming sim set in the Japanese countryside that incorporates visual novel elements to flesh out its characters-driven story. Features 29 unique character stories that range from comedic to tragic, turn-based combat, and beautiful settings. Sunnyside looks like the type of game you could sink multiple playthroughs into. The game release window is yet to be announced, but the trailer says it's coming soon. You can try out Sunnyside right now via free demo on Steam. All right, Geeky, got you one. Sunnyside. You know what? Every time I hear the word Sunnyside, I think of PlayStation, but I think of Toy Story 3. All right, let's see. All right, this is Woodside. You went from Sunnyside to Woodside. Woodside sees to navigate a very dark house which you must explore, investigate, and survive. The trailer is pretty creepy. Not the creepiness from the showcase, but it's up there. The game release date has not yet been announced, but we do know that Woodside is coming to PC. You can add this to your wish list on Steam. Bubblegum Galaxy. Man, listen. What is this here? I'm not reading this. If you want to try out Bubblegum Galaxy, it's a free demo on Steam. It looks like some stuff that would definitely get passed by me, but the aesthetics. Okay, let's read it. As you construct solar systems tile by tile. Nope, see, lost me already. All right, to the next one. It says the Grimoria Groves. What is this here? It's a Grimoria Groves. I think I'm saying it wrong. Has big oblets and pigment vibes. In that you lead a small army of creatures that you can grow yourself. A roguelite dungeon crawler, Grimoire Glows. What do you call these crazy names? Have you play as a witch learning to craft new spells? Then lost me already. Can't be no witch crafting no spells. The Heirloom. Okay, all right. I want to read this one here because this is the only one art style that caught my attention. It says the Heirloom looks right up my alley between the creepy old lighthouse setting, unexplainable supernatural happenings, choice-driven story, and a hand-drawing graphics. I'm getting major Oxfield free vibes. The game has shot to close to the top of my most anticipated list. I think This was the standout for the showcase. The Heirloom is coming to Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in October. So next we're going to Ranch like next Friday. After seeing these horrible games, I need some game created by straight white men. Oh my goodness. Gilmore is like Grimoire. Warlike car. The Heirloom, I like games like this. So maybe. Critter Cops. But who, like anybody? Listen, who sits in a room? Listen, I gotta be really guys. Who sits in a room and say, "You listen, hey, we have us a hit on our hands. We're gonna name it Critter Crops." Man, listen, I pass. Another pass. Okay. Listen. No. No. Okay, another. What is this? Sometimes the title of the game tells you exactly what you're getting. I don't know what it is. It's a frog refuge. Sees you take over a frog refuge where you take care of. You take care of a wide diversity of adorable frogs. This is some bull. Free demo on Steam. Tiny Glade. In Tiny Glade, you construct settlements, homes, castles within a small glade hidden in the woods. The game is set to launch in Q3 2024. No. See, Project Dream, no. Go-Go Town. These games are terrible. No. Okay, Little Twins 2. A puzzle platformer. Lost Twins 2 sees you play in a inspired world as both Abby and Ben, two kids just trying to get home. As you control both protagonists, you have to use careful spatial awareness to solve puzzles and progress. The game is set to launch in 2024 for PC. You can try Lost Twins 2 right now via free demo. Okay, this maybe, I don't know. They had a lot of games at this place. Listen, we already know this is a farm sim. Let's see. It says, see the creative character, build a farm, and then collect and battle with little blob creatures. Gigi says, Go-Go Town is actually really good. Let me go back. Hammy Town. He said, Go-Go Town. Oh, see, listen. So I'm in their alpha beta testing. Oh, okay. Now it's being forced into a game about frogs. Bruh, I'm out. Go to cut my lawn as opposed to play games for now on. Pokemon with farming. You got to about it. Is there a Lost Twins 1? I don't know, buddy. That's a good question. But you know what? Listen, I like a good demo. I'll play a demo. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get about that story. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. All right. I said it earlier. There's a title screen. The show tonight, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut PC Edition. Differences from the original. Let's see. It says Sucker Punch has teamed up with Nixus to bring its acclaimed samurai epic Ghost of Tsushima to PC on May 16th. Ghost of Tsushima was highly requested by PC gamers after Sony began to venture to bring more of its acclaimed PlayStation exclusive catalog to the platform with titles such as the first two Spider-Man Marvel titles. You know what? Listen, quick diversion. Has anybody played The Last of Us Part 1 on PC? Is it any good on the Steam Deck? That would be a good question. Is it any good on the Steam Deck? But I am super happy this is coming to PC. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I love this game. It's right up my alley. May 16th. I'm probably gonna pre-order it. I mean, even though I don't need to, but I probably will just so I can have it paid for and out the way. And I'm playing it. I hope it just runs well on the Steam Deck, because that's where I want to play it at. I like buying games on Steam, because if I ever, whenever I upgrade and get me a PC, or if I upgrade the Steam Deck or whatever, I can still play those games, with no problem. They just transfer right on over. I like that. I like it a lot. Says, see, I'm not a geeky hater. I'm spitting facts. Yes, I have. I don't know about Steam Deck though. Yeah, so shout out to PlayStation for that, but man, I still think, man, listen, this is a bad. At the end of the day, I think this is going to be a bad move for Sony, because at this standpoint, why buy a PlayStation? You know what? You only buy a PlayStation if you don't want to buy a PC. But you know what? You probably better off, making your PC. The only thing about buying a PC is just the upkeep from it. You know what? People, eventually you're gonna want to update those graphics cards to better play those games, and as those newer games come out, so you're constantly, upgrading certain components. So that's my issue with PC. Is like, I don't want to continue to invest into upgrading. They need to figure out a better way. So I will test it out, Last of Us 1 on Steam Deck, and let you know via Discord. All right. Oh man, bet. I appreciate you. Because either one, Last of Us 1 or 2. I mean, I would definitely replay Last of Us 1 on my Steam Deck. All right. Next story. Halo on PlayStation is something Xbox has considered for a long time. Woo-wee. How long is this article? All right, this is as a business, Microsoft regularly considers what it can do to make the most possible money and improve the size, profile, and reputation of its brand. Okay, let's stop there, man. If you bring this over to PlayStation, if you bring Halo over to PlayStation, you're gonna jeopardize. I'll keep reading. He says, and one idea the company contemplated was bringing Halo to PlayStation. Former Xbox exclusive Peter Moore told IGN. Man, I forgot about Peter Moore. Remember, Peter Moore started off. He did start off with Microsoft, and then he moved to EA. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. Former Xbox exclusive Peter Moore told IGN that Microsoft years ago had conversations about Halo on PlayStation, adding that Microsoft was constantly considering its option. Microsoft even hired the consultancy company McKinsey to create a war game scenario where Microsoft executives spent a couple of days on a retreat trying to better understand the competition. Well, listen, whatever it is, listen, I tell you one thing, these retreats didn't work because they're not paying attention to how Nintendo was doing things. Okay, I digress and keep reading. He said, I played the role of PlayStation founder role playing, and that was fascinating to me. He said, it scared us because you're stunned to figure you're stunned to figure it out. Well, wait, I hadn't thought of that. You mean they might do that to us, or this might happen? And so you're constantly thinking about every scenario, as ridiculous or disruptive or radical as it sounds. You have to, absolutely have to. Okay, so they had a retreat. They were trying to figure out the scenarios, and they was like, you do have to really think, like, what could my enemy do with my IP to put me in a position where, I mean, how do we get out? How do we get out of this here? Let me read some of this here. GT says, look, if a console can play the game, it's likely a PC with a decent video card can play the same game. Quake said, Xbox mid-gen refresh coming this year, asking for a friend. Listen, the refresh is they're supposed to release a Xbox cylinder. So they're going to take the Xbox Series X and make it into a cylinder with no disk drive. And it's supposed to be rumored to be cheaper than the current Xbox Series X. Now, I don't know if they're doing anything for the S. Currently right now for the S, they have that 1 terabyte drive. I think it's $300. So that's the only refresh that's coming this year. That the rumor has it that's coming this year, and I think more likely it's going to come this year. And, listen, but I don't. To me, I like the rumor of the handheld more than I like the rumor of the cylinder. I think the handheld to me would excite the market tremendously. They can announce this year. They can announce this year in front of Nintendo or behind Nintendo. They can announce this year that they got a handheld coming out, and I tell you, it would definitely excite the market. I think I would definitely be in favor of picking up a Xbox handheld device if I can play my Game Pass games natively on the system. GT says Xbox jeopardizes nothing by bringing their games to PlayStation. The proposition is you can pay $80 for Halo, or you can pay $200 for a Series S and $20 a month and 200 games included. You okay? Yes, you are absolutely correct. I agree with your whole statement. The key that list, but look at it on the flip side here. For Xbox, it's a win-win. For Sony, it's not though. See, Xbox has Microsoft, and they still have their ecosystem as well, and their stuff can be played on PC already. But PlayStation don't have those kind of options, so it's to me it's tricky that from that perspective. But according to them bringing Halo, you know what? I don't think you go day and date like Halo. I don't think you go. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Cause that's like bringing, like, you would never bring Mario to any one of these systems, never, because it's just their when you think of Nintendo, you think of Mario, you think of Zelda, you think of PlayStation, you think of God of War, Last of Us, I don't see them things coming over. But with Xbox, you don't have those. So I think that that thought process kind of validates your point about Xbox. They don't but I still. When I think of Xbox, I still think Halo. I don't see Halo on PlayStation. Even though they made that decision, I think I wouldn't come out, like, they had a brand new Halo in the works. I wouldn't bring that thing out on PlayStation. But what I would do is do like what Star Wars Battlefront is doing. I would just remake Halo 1 and put it on everything. To me, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You have a brand new Halo coming out on your system. You want everybody excited. You put Halo 1 remastered, put it on everything, Switch, PlayStation, PC, and you figure out some way somehow to make it all cross compatible. And buddy, you will set the market on fire. Set it on fire. Everybody would jump on that. Everybody. The servers will stay full. The only way you put a current Halo on a PlayStation, it's got to be like free to play multiplayer. Now, if you do that, you might get away with that. But you put the story mode on there too. Nah, I'm telling you, Halo 1 Combat Involved, remastered, put it on everything, and then you sit and you wait for a long time. But they'll make so much money. Okay. Let's see. Quake says, Buddy needs a physical disk drive. I'll let him know. Yeah. Listen, matter of fact, if he need a physical disk drive, he needs to buy one ASAP. He needs to buy one of these square ones ASAP. Because I think the plan, from what I've read, is for them to phase out the square. You know what? Because right now, they are, like, I went to GameStop the other day, and their Xbox game section was super small. I was like, you know what? So, you know what? If they're doing that right now, everywhere they go, listen, I'm to be honest, those who are physical buyers of games, you should be hitting your retro stores. You should be hitting these other stores, and whatever they can get that you like, you should buy it, because them things is going away. Especially stuff like them Forza games. If you can catch the physical editions of them Forza games, you probably that's probably a win-win. The cheap A gamers had Series X down to $350 sometimes. Woo wee. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, the X. If I'm going to Xbox, that's what I'm going. The X is where it's at. D1 says, I just got a 1 terabyte card for my Steam Deck. It's so nice. Right, it is. You're right. You are absolutely. It's so nice having everything in one location, but off the NVMe. Yep, I agree. That was probably one of the best decisions I made, to buy 1 terabyte for my Steam Deck. GT says, for Sony, they can claim that they can get off the game minus Nintendo. Okay, remember, I must be reading this wrong. It says for Sony, they claim for Sony they can claim that they can get all of the games minus Nintendo on one box. It's a win-win for both companies. If Game Pass is on Sony, it's an L for Sony, though. Absolutely, it's an L for Sony. Because you know what, it feeds into Xbox's ultimate plan anyway. They want to play on everything. That's why I don't think it'll ever happen. D1 says, I told you, Gaming Dad, that's going to be the Halo Master Collection. I don't think it's beneficial to put all of them at one time on there. I think they can nickel and dime that bad boy. I'm telling you, Halo 1. Remaster that bad boy, you put it on everything, and then you wait 2 or 3 years and you do Halo 2. You gonna continue to get that bang for your buck while you simultaneously building out new Halos on your Xbox systems. All right, I'm done with talking about this here. Let's get off of A. I'm trying to think of anything else that needs to be talked about tonight. Of course, saying, hey, Mario Day. Mario Kart Lego sets are crazy expensive. I'm not really interested, but my son's girlfriend is, because she's a Lego collector. My son buys her all kind of Lego systems every year. I think it's kind of cute. But Mario Day was to me was interesting. I'm not gonna dive too much into it, but you know what? Hey, we got a Super Mario Brothers movie 2 that comes out April 2026. I do not believe this game is gonna launch. This movie is gonna launch on time. Just like the original didn't launch on time, I don't believe this one is. So looking forward to that. Luigi's Mansion is in, I think that's like June 20 something. Let's hold on. I know I got that story popped up. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. I don't want to go through the whole mini direct. Okay, Luigi Mansion 2 is scheduled to arrive June 27th. And then Thousand Year Door is May 23rd, I believe. So, I mean, I thought that was pretty good for Mario Day. I'm not totally looking forward to I'm kind of looking forward to what Nintendo has to offer beyond Mario Day. They got some things set up. I mean, we okay. You know what? There's nothing in April. So maybe April is going to ban into some of these announcements that we might be getting supposedly a direct. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. So anybody picking up Princess Peach? I'm absolutely not. All right, good people. Listen, my wife told me to cut it short, and it is 11:07. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Willy Wheel. Willy Wheel. My brother's name is Willie. His name is William. My older brother, he's probably 3 years older than me. His name was William. And when we was kids, they just called him Willy Wheel with sex appeal. Willy Wheel with sex appeal. I couldn't stand that. The girls just love my brother. It says, GT says, all the Halo games are already on PC. We eating good. Oh man, let's see. Said playing Red Dead 360 version on my Series X was a blast. It's upscaled and the resolution is 4K. Played better than the Switch/PS4 remake, I dare say. God almighty. All right, I'll come back to some of these questions. Let's go ahead and get into this wheel, man. I know we get some more statements on that. I will get to in a minute. But we know how we do. We know who we do it for. And if your name is picked first, you get the wonderful.
You are out of here.
All right, without any further ado, good people. Hold on. Let's see. All right, without any further ado, let's see who's the first loser tonight. I know I've been on this battle. I forgot I started at 9 o'clock. And our first loser. Woo!
You lose.
Hey, Gorilla Tactics is our first loser. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's funny. you out of here. Oh man. Hey, hold on, good people. Listen. give me a second. I gotta deal with my dogs. They tripping. Hold on. Check it. 1, 2, 3. In the place to be. Sorry, man. Listen, my dogs are going crazy out there. All right. So Grid Attack is off the board first. Let me get to read some of these comments first. Quake says he faced PlayStation, but he has a 360. X-Bone titles that he wants on backwards compatibility. Ex-wife took the X-Bone. Dang, ex-wife was cutting him close. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. Supersonic says Zelda Wind Waker GameCube. Listen, that would be nice if they announced that during a direct. Oh man, listen. Since you was the first to lose, I will put you on there a second time. You were the first to lose, so I think that it's only fair. Uh-oh. All right, got you on there. Let's see. Say Quake, he love it. He loves playing 360 games on the Series X. It's a real treat. Put me on the wheel. So Game Explain has a video on Sonic 3 movie, December 20th, that evaluates how closely it resembles Sonic Adventure 2 and that Jim Carrey is coming back as Eggman. So, hey, yo, I should have my second account on that wheel. I made my comment before the spin. I got you on there. I got you. The oof so GT. The champ out here getting screwed. Get that out of here. The fix is inland. The fix is in. That's right. The champ is back in the land. My bad, good people. My bad. All right. Who is next to catch the flex? Don't let it be Gorilla Tactics again. Buddy, I'm going to run off this bad boy. Oh, man. Candy P is out of here. See you later, Candy. Thanks for coming through, girl. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it rolling and flowing. Who's up next to catch all the flex? And it will be. It's getting close. First of all, listen, hey, new member tonight, Mr. Wayne Bradley. It's probably Braid. I'll probably spell it wrong. But Wayne, man, thanks for coming through, man. And thank you, D1, for making him a member tonight. We appreciate you. But you out of here. Peace out. All right, let's keep it going. We're down at 19. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Sonic Mike and Super J. What did the sheep say? There it is. You out of here, my son. Out of here. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's up next to catch the flex? We're down to 18 people. 18 people, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, Miss Geeky Chick is out of here.
You are out of here.
Peace out, Geeky. Appreciate you all that you do. All right, we keep it flowing and moving. Who's up next to catch the flex? God almighty, not back to back, Geeky. Golly. Please exit left. Geeky is out of here. Twice as nice. Twice as nice. Dang, Geeky. I wasn't expecting that. But Geeky's out of here going back to back. We're down to 16 people. 16 people. I thought we were down to 16 people last time. Maybe it was 17. Last week's winner, ladies and gentlemen, of Pockets of Gaming is out of here.
You lose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to 15 people. 15 people. All right, let's read some comments real quick. It's sad Sonic Boy lost his rings. Oh man, he says, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. It could cause his name was Sonic. Oh, the single ladies. I'm sorry, man. Listen, Sonic, that's so funny. Rings, but not out yet. All right, let's keep it moving. We're down to 15 people. Who's up next to catch the flex and be our next one about here? It'll be our newest member tonight. Cars 23. Oof. Cars 23. Appreciate you for becoming a member tonight. Thanks for D1. But you out of here. We keep it rolling. We're down to 14. People. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, oh, not my girl. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, is out of here. She is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, oh, another newcomer is out of here. Raiden L.
It's all
is out of
there,
here.
Black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You
lose.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Thank you, D1, for making Raiden L a new member. All right. We're keeping it flowing and scrolling. We're down to 12. Mighty Swell. It's my brother from another mother. D1 is out of here.
You lose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next winner tonight, you know how we do around these parts, is our winner tonight. We love getting out this winner. We love giving out this spot because it brings us so much joy. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner is the homie off Twitch. Old school 90s Misfit is our winner tonight. But
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
90s is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Out of here. Peace out. All right. Our next loser tonight will be oh, almost, but it's Dave Dub.
Very good. Very good. You know something?
No suit for you.
Come back.
1 year. Next. Come back 1 year. Next. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, you're off the wheel. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize until you're tired. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, you're off the wheel. So again, listen, stop. You just golly gosh darn Batman. Them old Batmans was funny. Ping, bang. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we keep it rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? We're down to 9, and she fine. Kenny from the A is out of here. Kenny from the A has bit the dust. Oh no, hold on. Kenny from the A gotta be out of here. It didn't take him off, but I'm taking him off now though. All right, Kenny from the A is out of here. We're down to 8. Who's up next for the date? And it will be Quaid 311, my brother from Las Vegas. Is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 7. GT says, how does it feel to feel losing to me, D1? Zip, pow, wham, bang. We're down to 7, the number of completion. Who's up next to catch all that flex? And it will be newcomer tonight, 420. Is it? I guess the Kaiweed Nerds. Love that name. All right, but you out of here though. All right, we keep it rolling, flowing. Let's see who's up next to catch all the flicks. And it will be. It could be close. But no suit for you. Guerrilla Tactics.
You are out of here.
Peace out. We're down to 5. Who's gonna be left to be alive and to be in that final 4? Who would it be? Sonic Knuckle Tails is out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4. And in the final 4, we got Dub City in the building. CMG representing New York. Newcomer tonight. You got a long name. I'm gonna call you. What can I call you? We're gonna call you JM in the building. And your boy, Gamey Dad, is in the final 4. If your boy win tonight, I'm taking the winnings. I'm sorry. I'm always giving out. I don't never give it to myself. If I win tonight, the winnings is coming to your boy because I need that Star Wars. Your boy need it. All right, good people. This is what we do, how we do, and who we do it for. Let's see. D1 says, I knew it. GT, you don't have the property to win tonight. Oh man. Oh man, that's over. I knew it. Oh man. What is that? Hold on. GT says, give it to your wife during sexy time. Very romantic. Oh, man. Too funny, man. Too funny. Give it to your wife during sexy time. Yeah, baby, I got this eShop card for you. Yeah, you know about that Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, you want some of this Luigi Bucks. Oh man, y'all wow. Listen, damn, let's keep it rolling. Who's down to the final 4? We need to down to final 2. Who's up next? It's coming close. Dub City is out of here.
You are out of here.
All right, we're down to 3. Who would it be? Can't you see what you do to me? Listen, your boy in the championship round, because CMG is out of here. Please exit left, CMG. Boys and girls, your boy Gamey Dad is back in the winner's circle with the newcomer tonight, JM, ladies and gentlemen. JM is in the building. JM, hey, if you beat your boy Gamey Dad tonight, you say, hey man, how do I get my gaming card? How do I get my code? This is how you do it. You follow your boy Gaming Dad. It's Gaming_Dad3 on Twitter. It's Gaming_Dad3. And I'll send you and I'll send it that way. Or you can follow your boy on Twitter at GamingDad3 or TikTok, GamingDad0. Either way, you can follow me there, send me a message, I'll give it back to you. Or you can get in my Discord. I'm gonna put the Discord in the chat tonight. So you can go back through and look at the chat and you can find my Discord. I try to ping it so it'll come up first. Excuse me. And this way you can be able to contact me on Discord and let me know it was you, and then we'll take it from there. So without any shadow of a doubt, listen. Don't you dare whip out that. had the card dangling. D1 says, "Hey baby, how these Nintendo points go?" Hold on. "Hey baby, how these Nintendo points on me?" Now pop that peach princess. D1, you stupid. Man, we got the pickup lines. Oh man, that is just too funny. CMG says, "I've been in and out of the chat. There's a lot of conversation going on in New York City with the basketball high school, with grades and everything. It's just crazy." Yeah, you know what, man? I gotta stop laughing for these last couple comments, but you know what? It's what that situation you're dealing with in New York is one of the situations I'm struggling with at my school. When it comes to football season, man, they don't care nothing about these kids' grades, nothing about them. And then you know what? These kids, they fell in 4 or 5 classes, and then they get to us, and then they become ineligible because the football team and their coaches didn't care nothing about their grades. And I said it. I'm good. Somebody sees it and says and repeats the exact same thing I said. I'm telling the truth. Because you know what? I know for sure that I'll be having kids on my team that they get 2 and 3 Fs, and I'm fighting hard to get them and study hard to get their grades up so they can at least play and pass the semester. That'd be killing me, man. I can't stand that. To me, you just can't be a basketball coach. You are directly responsible to making sure these kids get the education they're supposed to get. And if you're not making that an issue, these kids not gonna make it an issue. They think they just come in here and play sports and not give 2 cents about their education. We wonder why these kids is damn near stupid because they can't read or they can't do math, because we care more about them going out and catching this football and working on the plantation that's called the NFL and college football. Listen, boy, I tell you, don't get me started on the responsibility of the coaching staff to make sure that their kids, their students have proper grades. It's not just the parents' responsibility. You the coach, if they don't got the grades, they shouldn't play. But then coaches don't care. They just care about these wins. They don't care nothing about these kids. I'm sorry, listen, that right there touched a sore spot. I just get tired of that. I've had to fight every semester. I'm fighting these battles. When are some of the people that's above my pay grade gonna fight that battle? When is like the superintendents or the school board gonna say, you know what, enough is enough. If your kid got an F during that game that week, he can't play. You put that kind of pressure on these kids and their parents and their futures, and you know what you'll find out? You might not have the best football team, but you will set a standard. It says education is just as important as you going out there catching that football, because if you go out there and you break your leg, you know what they do? They say, "Oh man, we feel sorry for you." Oh man, do they fight for them to get off to college? They do not. If they get hurt, they get hurt. Oh well, they'll find the next person to put inside. Just like the plantation, man. It irks me, man. It irks me that people that's in position and they call themselves educators don't do nothing about that situation for these kids. And then you know what? These kids are jeopardized. And then we look back and they out here in the streets and in the community and they high school legends, but that's all they are. It is high school legends working at Popeye's Chicken. I'm sorry. I listen, I know we had a fun moment for a minute, but I had to release that. You know, you can tell I've been holding that for a minute. But these are the battles that I'm fighting, them battles on the middle school level. I'm teaching winter school. And I got all these football players that's in winter school who failed 2 and 3 classes from first semester because they was playing football. Why wasn't anybody checking to make sure these kids' grades were together? But you know what? They get the basketball. You know what? They want to check. They'll check the basketball team's eligibility. They'll make sure they're on top of it, but they won't say nothing. That irks me, man. How can you call yourself an educator or a man of God to say, you know what? I don't care. I care about winning. Because to me, that's as a parent, that's how I look at it. It's like you just say, well, you know what? Man, forget these kids. Get this region championship. That's what you're supposed to do. Win the region for the school and the publicity and me. But you don't care nothing about these kids. That's why it irks me, man. So I don't care if, you know what, people see this here and they say something to me about it, and I'm going to say, show me the lie. Because I can show you the truth. But you know what? Who am I? I'm just a lonely on basketball coach. But I'm just going to keep giving it to God because it ain't my burden anyway. Don't worry. And at the end of the day, the truth will set you free. And God he will always have victory. So if you watching this here, if you feel that I'm right, you know what? If you allow your child to play sports and you ain't on top of their grades, shame on you as a parent, but shame on these coaching staff too. Shame on you. All right. I'm off my spiel. I'm sorry. That's my passion. He said, and the sad part is, this D1 says, and the sad part is they do that. They do the same thing to kids while pushing them to college, then higher learning, just repeat the same process. Hey, listen with D1. And then when they get, for those few who make it off to that process, right, to get off into college, you know what? They don't have, they have issues on that level because they wasn't properly prepared, because some of them has been passed through because they were such great athletes. Oh, that boy, he can run that ball real good. That boy good. That boy, that's how they say it out here. That boy good. He can run that ball, but he can't read. He can't read. He can't do math. He don't know percents or fractions. He don't have any skills that's going to pay dividends off in the future. It's like it's almost designed that way. Go out there and entertain everybody. Go out there and run that football. Don't worry, somebody going to pay you millions of dollars. But you don't have the education or the intelligence to be able to survive in this world. They don't care nothing about that. They'll tell you in the face like, I care. I love my kids. I had a coach say at a meeting. I'm not gonna say who coach it is. He said, Am I supposed to coach these kids all year round? He said that. Absolutely, yes. I'm always coach. I'm coach even when they're in their 20s. I'm coach when they're in college and they need $5. I'm coach. I'm always coach. Coach don't die off with me. Coach just don't turn on and turn off. Guess my season is over. I'm still coaching. You're always coaching. More than just your kids. I'm sorry. Boy, boy. I'm sorry. But that subject right there is really testy for me. Man, you know what, CMG, man, listen, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. It's people out here, man, who really care about these kids and their futures. That's the issue. You might care about this kid. You might feed that kid. You might take that kid home sometime in your car. But that ain't going to get that kid off to college. That's not going to make no kid any smarter. That's not going to get that kid the opportunity to change the landscape of his family and his future. He can go out there and run the football like the best of them, but if he's not smart enough to be able to take care of his money, then what did you do? You put the boy in a situation where he can make millions. You say, well, what am I for? You know, all I do is coach. That's all I do. I just coach him, and you know what? I mean, it's not my responsibility. It's everybody's responsibility. Call yourself a man of God. You say you serve God. Well, it is your responsibility. CMG says some teams had a disqualified because of playing with ineligible players. Right. That's that coach fault. If that school getting embarrassed, they should be embarrassed because that principal allowed that coach to do whatever he had to. That superintendent allowed that coach to do whatever he wanted to and did not say, you know what, this needs to be a system in place to make sure that these kids are are eligible to be able to be successful outside of playing football. That needs to be the key. The question I ask is here, and I say this to any institution that's listening to me right now, who comes across this video at this particular time, are you an education system that provides sports, or are you a sports team that provides education? Then you need to figure out which one are you. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to preach the CMG, but you know what, man? Listen, that irks me, man. As a human, that irks me. LeVar Ball needs to coach these kids in basketball. He'll get them straight. Not a Ball who is a failure. That's true. You got to set standards, man. These kids, we are raising kids who have parents who don't have standards. So as a coach, the responsibility is tenfold, that you got to say, you know what? Hey, certain things I'm going to allow. Like, you know what? Kids on my team, man, if you're disrespectful, man, you don't play. If I got to talk to you more, than once about your back talk, man, you will ride that oak. If you come up to if I pull you out the game and you get on the sideline and you woofing and I hear you woofing, buddy, you'll never go back into the game. I'll skip right over you. I'll leave you on the bench the whole game and tell your parent, yep, I left him in the game because he didn't get on the bench. All you kept talking about who he was better than. I don't want to hear that. Shut your mouth and cheer your team on, period. You damn right, Gaming Dad. Yes, right, man. I wish more people got excited or upset. He can spell the word. He gird. Listen, that's funny, but it's the truth. It's a sad. It's funny, but it's a sad truth. D1 says, and this is exactly how you get the 50 Cents and the Floyd Mayweathers of the world. Yep. You right. What's the point? What's the point of view always being coach if you just teaching and raising a bag of rocks? Right. If it's the slave system. You gonna come out here and you gonna dance for master. You gonna do what master tell you to do. And if you dance for master tell you to do, you know what? They'll cheer for you. They'll tell you that you're great and successful. But once you go off to school, you're going to be ill prepared. And then you know what? You put a bad taste in. They don't understand, like, doing that. Big time schools come to my high school to recruit our players. But if they know they can't pay us to pass the ACT or they can't come and be successful, then what? Yeah, you get them in that first day, then you know what, they can't stick around because of the fact that, you know what, educationally, these kids are being failed. These kids are leaving these schools and their reading level is on a third and fourth grade level, and then you expect them to go off and be scholars? Man, it's depressing. That's what it is. It's depressing. Gaming Dad getting fired up. Go seek comfort in your midnight, brother. I'm gonna take that frustration out on her. See, I told you. I'm done. Ruben, man, listen, my guy Ruben. Man, listen, man, show Ruben some absolute LOVE, man. Thank you, my brother, man. Listen, I appreciate you, man. Man, I really, really thoroughly appreciate it. Hello. She said hello to everyone from Ruben in the building, man. Matter of fact, if I win tonight, I'm giving my winnings back to Ruben. That's who if I win tonight, I'm giving it to Ruben. Speaking of dance, Just Dance 24. I know, man. I need to make it happen sooner than later. Ruben says, I don't always watch live, but I do eventually get to watch YouTube every week. Hey, man, I listen. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm glad that I at least present some enjoyable content that you would want to watch. That's the key, man. Why didn't Gaming Dad get none tonight? because his wife fell asleep while he was ranting about other people's kids. Oh, man, God almighty. And you right. Don't worry, listen, buddy. I'm going there. Somebody getting woke up. Somebody getting woke up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, good people. Listen, let's go ahead and end the stream, man, like I always do. Let's get these last. Who's going to be the winner tonight? And without a shout, no Nick Cannon. I gave him the day off. And ladies and gentlemen, our winner tonight will be. Oh man, it will be our newcomer because Gaming Dad just took the L. Gaming Dad, get out of here. And our new winner tonight, JM, man, if somehow, some way, if you hear this and you come back to the stream, D1, I don't know, this might be your people. Let's let them know that they won. Just tell them to reach out to me on Instagram or, you know, saying give them the Discord, man, whatever it is, man. I would like to give this person $10, man. But, you know, thank y'all for hanging out with me. CMG says it's embarrassing for New York and the PSL. New York Public School Sports League, yeah, they call. I forgot what they called it in Detroit. It was called PAL too. But yeah, man, listen, it is embarrassing. But who should be embarrassed and who should be held accountable is that principal. To me, listen, if I'm the city, I'm holding them principals accountable because they allowed it to happen. To me, it's ridiculous to not at this stage in the game with the level of technology that you don't have somebody manning the grades. Somebody, that athletic director should be held accountable as well, because that person should be making sure that every kid that play and step onto in the playoffs, especially in the playoffs, are eligible to play. They should make sure that happen. And if they're not, then it's a shame on them. They just trying to provide a show for the people to have, instead of say, hey, you know what, we didn't do our due diligence to make sure our kids were properly educated, but we made sure they knew how to dribble that basketball and put in that basketball in the hoop for master. I'm gonna get off my box. Ruben says, my bought a karaoke machine and I was busy singing with the family. Oh man. See, that's dope. Now, my family don't want to hear me sing. They be complaining about me singing in the car. GT says 2 L's in one night, 1 now, 1 in 5 minutes. Oh, man. Ruben says both daughters are going to college next year, so I don't have many more family. Man, listen, my daughter's in school, but lucky she kind of goes local. My oldest son is graduated, but he lives in Michigan. My son Joseph is getting ready to go to school next year as well. So, you know, I'm in the same boat. And I got my son Joshua, who's, my son Tyler, he'll be graduating next year. And then right after him come Joshua. So you're right. Them family times are important. Gave me that. Pray for Haiti, U.S., Israel. He would, and he world as... and the whole world as a whole. Okay, I got you. I sure will. Ladies and gentlemen, man, thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. Thank you again, Ruben, man, for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the D1 for the gifts of the memberships for tonight, man. Those things, man, really, really helped the channel, really helped me to be able to do these things and give out certain things. But you know how in my show, man, for those who don't know, I like to always pray for those who came out and spent some time with me tonight. And I'm just going to ask that, you know, wherever you at and in this world, that you bow your heads and let me give it up to the Most High. Dear Holy Spirit, I pray, Lord, that you flow through me as I pray for those that have took time out their lives to spend with me. I pray in the name of Jesus that you bless those who are listening today, Lord, that you bless them and their families, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I pray, Lord, that you deliver them from evil and keep all evildoers away from them, Lord. The Bible says, let no weapon formed against them prosper, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that any weapon from the enemy, Lord, and any arrow that comes to the direction is deflected and rebuked right now in the name of Jesus. I pray, Lord, that you bless them, Lord. In the book of James, you said to consider it pure joy when we face trials of many kinds. And I pray, Lord, tonight, Lord, that even the trials we may be going through, some that are known, some that are not known, some that are hidden. I pray, Lord, that you bless them, Lord, and give them the strength to conquer those situations, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you solve those situations for them right now. I take this opportunity, Lord, to pray for the people of Haiti, Lord, and the things that they're going through right now in their lives, Lord. I pray, Lord, for their safety, Lord. I pray, Lord, for a resolution to the situation over there, Lord. I don't know where it's going to come from, Lord, but I just pray, Lord, that you intervene, Lord, and solve them situations so those people can be safe and return back to living their lives as normal. I like to pray, Lord, for the conflict over in Israel. I pray, Lord, that love and peace at the end of the day is shown to every human on the earth, even though those who may have ill will and ill intent, Lord. You said that we must love thy enemy as thyself, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that they can come to a peaceful solution, Lord, that life can have some normalcy over there, Lord. I pray also, Lord, that you bless the United States and the rest of the world, Lord. I pray, Lord, you bless our leaders, that you go before them, Lord, and as they are thinking about making decisions, I pray right now that you bless them, Lord, they make those decisions, Lord, that you need to have happen. I pray, Lord, that your will be done in their lives. I thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be able to use this platform to pray for those who are willing to listen. I thank you. We love you, Lord. And in Jesus' mighty name, I pray and give thanks to you, Lord. Amen. Good people, this your boy Gaming Dad. I thank y'all for listening to me and listening to us pray. I pray, Lord, I pray that you have a good week, and I thank you for spending time with me, Lord. I had a good time tonight. I had some funny things. I think we get some things off my chest. You could tell that God says cast your burdens over to Him, and maybe I didn't fully release that to Him, and it came out tonight. I just get tired of people, claiming sometimes to have the right intent when it comes to these kids, but they have their own selfish motives behind it. And you just can't do two things. These kids, you wonder why these kids don't trust adults, because we keep doing certain things behind their back that's obvious in the plain light, and then we act like it's nothing. I mean, I'm not going to say we. Some of them act like what they're doing is nothing. You know what? I just get tired of that. Everybody say they're a man. Well, be a man, be an adult man, and love these kids like they're supposed to be loved, and show them the right way, and discipline they tell, and tell them if they come to school and their pants are sagging, I don't care how many times you got to say it, you tell them to pull their pants up. And if they can't pull their pants up, you call their parents and tell their parents to come get their kids and teach their kids until they can get their pants back up. Then they can come back to school. Hold them accountable. If their kids is failing, man, stop rewarding them. That's the issue. They keep rewarding them because they don't want to deal with the backlash. I can't stand that. I just can't. It just bothers me. But I'm so grateful that you guys hung out with me tonight. I'm so grateful you guys listened to me tonight and let me rant, and I appreciate it. And I don't rant much, but it had to happen. Good people, let's look at the poll before. If you're on YouTube, this is the poll. We're gonna see where we ended at. Currently, with the most votes, I have 4 selections. The question was, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch attach? I'm sticking with my thought process. I believe that the Nintendo Switch attach is probably the name of the VR system that's going to be attached to your new Nintendo Switch 2. But the question was, like, right now the rumor says that this is going to be the name of the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't believe it, but if so, what do you think about the name? And this was the response. I have 4 selections. One selection was, it's stupid, with 45%. It's better than the Wii U with 9%. With 45%, I don't care. Just want the system. And with 0%, I love it. So we know who to win tonight. Good people, thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. Let me go ahead and lay down with the most beautiful woman in the world, my wife. And sounding like a tales with the amen. God is always working. That's right. He's always working, especially you just got to have the faith to believe he's working. It's when you lack the faith. That's when God is saying, he'll put the brakes on what he's doing. He said, oh man, you must, the book of James says, when we pray, we must believe and not doubt. He said, those who doubt are like the wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the waves. Those people should not think they should receive anything from God. So tonight, I pray that you have the faith to believe that God is real, that He is the answer of prayers, and He's the savior of souls. All right, good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, and like I do every Monday night, I like to end my show with the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, good people. I'm out, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.